Now it's time to meet the 175-pound boxing opponents. First, fighting out of the knockouts, Heath group in red corner from Kung Fu Fitness in Brewster, Colorado. Please make welcome Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu in Windsor, Colorado, Heath. This 175-pound boxing bout is scheduled for 3 2-minute rounds.
Three 2-minute rounds are up in this 175-pound boxing match. Referee Curtis Thrasher in the middle of the cage. The fighter wearing the black trunks is Max Gulliver. He's facing off against Heath Taylor, who's wearing the black and red. Both these guys coming out ready to go toe-to-toe. Fast punches by both of them, Ron. I'm not seeing a lot of defense yet.
Yeah, no, I know that Max Gulliver has been working quite a bit with, Glory fighter Danny Mitchell. Danny said he's pretty green, but he's wanting to step in and get his first fight underneath him, and this is a perfect opportunity to actually make history for Sparta Combat League. It's their first boxing fight ever.
Very true, very true. And Gulliver takes a hard left that staggers him back, and a good flurry being put together by Taylor as he's looking to finish, but Gulliver showing his conditioning, looking recovered, but those straight punches of Taylor are scoring nicely for him. He's basically just splitting the guard of Gulliver and landing almost a will.
Yeah, he's landing that straight left hand pretty easily right now. Gulliver's got to keep that head moving, and he's got to throw it from angles because, obviously that's the way to counter that. And on top of that, Heath Taylor's standing right in front of him too, so he can kind of develop. And there he's starting to throw that big overhand right from the side, and he's now trying to follow up with that hook, so maybe Danny's kind of helping him out there.
Yeah, that was 3 good punches from Gulliver that scored on Taylor, but still in this first 2-minute round, I have Taylor ahead, being a little bit busier. Strikes have been a little more peppering, haven't really snapped his opponent around, but when Gulliver lands, he's doing so with a little bit more authority.
Yeah, when Gulliver throws and hits hard, he's moving Taylor right now, and you can see it. Unfortunately, he's got a little bit of a bloody nose. Hopefully that doesn't shake the young guy, but he's standing in there doing a nice job.
And Taylor putting together another couple of flurries here, 3 1-2s in a row.
And that was a big deep breath by Taylor right there.
I was just going to say that I think Taylor's looking a little bit gassed out. There's the 10-second clacker. Looks like Gulliver's going to try to flurry to end the round. But Ron, you called it. Taylor taking some deep breaths and starting to stand up really tall and bring his hands down.
And Gulliver looks fine. That was a great first round for Taylor, but something tells me that Max Gulliver is in this for the long haul. He's did a nice job absorbing those shots, of course, but at the same time does not look like he's out of gas. On the other side of the ring here, I'm looking at Heath Taylor. He's got his hands up on Trevor Paul Amos right now, and he looks like he's taking some big breaths. Great action, though, so far. It's always good to see these young guys get in, test their skills, kind of get some things under their belt, and obviously this is a big day here for Maxfield Gulliver.
314 PIF, a white Chevy Tahoe, departs in the fire lane out front.
Max, your buddies over at CU told me to do that for you. Love to give a quick shout out to some of our sponsors that make all this happen. Wanted to say, of course, thank you to Spartan Labs, Moe's Barbecue, Knockouts, Net Direct, Twin Peaks, Arapahoe, Crime Scene Cleaners, All Above Cleaning and Restoration, and of course McMillan Plumbing and Supply. Thank you guys. We love you guys.
So as round 2 starts, let's see what Taylor has left in the tank. Gulliver's coming out looking pretty confident. I think he got a good pep talk by his corner, and I'm certain with the strength of his corner, they said, hey, your opponent's tired, go out, push the pace, and you're going to take this fight away from him. But right now, I have Taylor up by 1 round.
I do, and I got to tell you that nice left hook of Gulliver is landing at will, and he's following it up with that straight right, and he's landing.
And now it's Taylor that puts together a strong flurry. Gulliver looks to answer, but Taylor had a nice string of punches there.
definitely a good competitive fight here, JR.
Nice matchmaking done by Jeff Cisneros, founder of Sparta Combat League. And
Taylor lands a big straight left.
seeing some blood leaking out of the nose now of the Kung Fu fighter. He's losing a little chi there. And referee Curtis Thrasher says you cannot loop around behind the head and pull down.
Taylor's got his mouth wide open. Gulliver does too, but Gulliver's pressing the action. A little bit of a, well, actually we got a mouthpiece out again.
Mouthpiece got blown
Jacked
out.
up.
As we both search for our adjectives, that's what we do.
English minor.
And I got to think this favors Taylor. It didn't look to me like he spit it out, but you got to know he's happy to have a chance to get a couple of deep breaths without that mouthpiece in.
Without a doubt.
So if it happens again, even if it's unintentional, at the referee's discretion, he could take a point because he might be thinking that the fighter's trying to gain some time.
That's right.
And Taylor's starting to lose his form a little bit. He's stiffening up and his hands are coming down. When he's right in the pocket, he brings his hands up a little bit, but as soon as he backs out, you see him coming down around his rib cage as opposed to up around his chin. And Taylor swings, not wildly, I was going to say, sorry, swings well. Gulliver swings well with the left hand. 10-second clacker sounded. We're going to go into round 3.
Great action again in the second round. These guys are slugging. Heath Taylor taking some very deep breaths right there. Coaches Vic Bravo and Danny Mitchell in the corner of Max Gulliver. Trevor Paulamis in the corner of Heath Taylor. Both these guys getting some instruction right now. Speaking of a Striker's Quest 4, which today's event is called, JR, wanted to acknowledge what a brilliant show Glory put on last night. Glory Kickboxing has really come on strong in the last couple of years and really done an amazing job in 2014, and it's good to see that trickle-down effect locally here as we're seeing with Striker's Quest.
No doubt about that, and a good number of Colorado fighters have been featured on the Glory card when they came here to Denver, so
absolutely.
The talent pool is deep. MMA, Muay Thai, and kickboxing here in Colorado, and boxing as well.
I was going to say, we always talk about this place being a very special place for combat sports.
Here we go, round number 3.
How did you score the second round, JR?
I had it really even, honestly.
Me too. I think I gave it a little. I think I gave the edge to Gulliver just being busier.
So by round scorecard, we have an even fight right here. We're going to see how round number 3 plays out, and it looks to me like Taylor's looking to plant his feet and land the strong counter punch.
Yeah, that's exactly what I see.
We're going to see how that plays out as far as Gulliver. If he's in a little bit better condition, he might be able to move around and use that footwork in order to gain an advantage. But Taylor definitely has slowed down. He'll throw punches from his hips now.
And you know, when Gulliver's landing right now, he's really moving Heath Taylor, and Heath Taylor is literally just standing right in front of Gulliver. Gulliver is still showing some head movement, but he's also getting drilled with that straight left hand of Heath Taylor.
Yeah, speaking of head movement, he got his head jacked back there. But I agree with you, Ron. If we were to see Gulliver pressure forward and put together a string of punches, even if he wasn't able to take Taylor out, he's definitely going to pull ahead and be able to take this third round.
Yeah, absolutely. It's all about pressure for Gulliver right now. When he pressures, he wins. He does well. And that hook is landing.
And there's a straight that lands for him. Nice job by the debut fighter, mixing his strikes well, not letting his opponent know from where the next one is coming.
Nice body shot by Gulliver. And another.
And Taylor staggered back by the body shot.
2 of them, beautiful. And another. Gulliver is looking for the secret sauce. Boss Rubin would be proud.
Got 10 seconds left in this fight, and I think we're going to see it go to the judges' card.
I do too. This is a good, nice, close, tight fight. Nice body shot again, and that's it.
And
It's
one
over.
shot after the bell.
Great fight.
So we'll take a moment, take it to the judges, and then we'll take it up to Butch, and he'll let us know the official winner.
After 3 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecard. Judge Miller scores the bout 30-27. Judge Blay scores the bout 29-28. Judge Garcia scores the bout 29-28. Declaring your winner by unanimous decision, Heath Taylor! Sean in the ring for Heath. Heath, take me through that fight a little bit. It looked like maybe put the guard down a few times. You were willing to take a punch to get in and set up your next punch as well. Is that the case? You don't want to talk to me much, do you? Out of breath a little bit? I'm sure there's some people you want to thank before you go. Go get some rest. Go heal up. Congratulations on the victory. Get up for Heath Taylor.